Finding the focus and directrix of a parabola. So the focus is a point. That's where when we're looking at the dot that we created yesterday when we were doing the folding, that's where that is. Now, that's the point where the parabola is focused to, where the beam comes out. If you're looking at a satellite dish, the directrix is the same distance, but underneath. And that distance is C. So they are both, the vertex is in the center of it, and C above it is the focus point, and C below it is the directrix if it's positive. If it was negative, you'll see this graph flipped over, and the focus would be below. So if you know your graph is going to be positive if the focus is above the parabola, it's going to be negative if it's below. So the formula for graphing these is f of x, or this is most often said just y, equals 1 over 4c. That's the distance from vertex to focus, and remember it's positive if it's above and negative if it's below. If it is directly above and below when the vertex is above or below. So let's look at one. So my vertex is at 0, 0, and my focus is at 0, 5. So that is 5 units away. And so my formula is y equals 1 over 4c, which in this case c is 5, times x squared. I'll simplify that and gives me 1/20th x squared. That is the equation. If I asked you where is the directrix is 5 units below it, so minus 5, and so this is the x-axis. That would make this point here at 0, negative 5. But the directrix is an entire line, so if I need to write an equation of a line where every value is negative 5 for y, that means my directrix is y equals negative 5. Let's go from the equation to go backwards to find the focus and directrix. So let's go ahead and identify the pieces we need. So we know that negative 1/12 from the problem is that spot that's equal to 1 over 4c. When you have this cross product, thinking back to when we were in 7th grade is when you were taught cross product. The negative sign is just going to go up with the 1 or go down with the 12. And so we have 4c is equal to negative 12 times 1. Now divide both sides by c, or by 4, and we get our c. So c is negative 3. So since there is nothing added or subtracted in this problem, we know our vertex is at 0, 0. So based upon the c being negative, I know I have to go down to get my focus. So my focus is always 0, c, so c was negative 3. And the directrix, whenever we have a parabola that's open up and down, is going to be y is equal to opposite c. So in this case, 3. This is if you have the vertex at the origin. If not, you just have to count using a little graph. The other way we could have a graph is we could have the graph opening this way. And in this case, given your vertex is at the origin, the focus is then at C, 0, and your directrix, this time, these are all x values that are the same. So your directrix is x is equal to opposite C. So let's look at a problem. So if I was just to sketch this, my vertex is here. My focus is back behind us. So that means C is -7. My directrix would be the other way. But it's still 7 units away. And so my directrix is x equals +7 in this case. If I was to go to my formula, it is x equals 1/4c y squared. And we know it's x equals this time because the x value is what's changing on your focus. And our c was identified at -7, so 1/4 times -7 is equal to y squared. And x is equal to 1/-28 y squared. And that is better written as x equals -1/28 y squared.